our guy Max Granville. I think he's another one that
Ooh.
jumped out to me. I mean, the big edge, 6'3", he's 205 now, but you can see in the picture right here, his frame looks like he can add another 40 to 50 pounds, no problem, of just muscle and run dudes down, right? I know that Oklahoma is very high on the kid, and he's not one of those players that I take lightly as far as his skill set goes, right? You know, I'm gonna share a little bit of. I pulled up some of his film because I thought it would be a good idea to watch him play, especially since he's got it on Twitter. That dude is a motor. He don't stop, right? I've been watching some of his film for like the last few weeks. I've been hearing his name, especially in the last year, as a player that Oklahoma has been heavily in pursuit of, and looks like someone that is really considering Oklahoma. So I was like, okay, go see what he looks like. PG, yeah, man. I like what I see. What you think about Granville and how you feel about Oklahoma's chance of landing him?
Oh, I think he's in Oklahoma's bag. In fact, I think this is a guy that's probably already silent committed, and we just don't know it yet. He's actually got, I think there's a couple of other insiders I shall not name that I have predictions in for him. You got Sam Spiegelman and Josh McCuistion also have predictions in for him. So Oklahoma's Miguel Chavis, they've been heavily Now, here's the other thing. Miguel Chavis doesn't have to go after a ton of guys this cycle. Like, he's got a very good young defensive end room. So,
which is good.
Yeah, so like he can go all in on the guys that he wants. And Max Granville is one of those guys. You go look at what he's been able to do at the high school level. 32.5 sacks, 9 forced fumbles, 6 fumble recoveries, 44 tackles for loss, 160 total tackles. Like, yeah, this is a dude you want on your team. I think Oklahoma's going to get him. He was actually one of the guys that hung out with Kobe Sellers and Landon Rink throughout the visits, and he spent a lot of time with them. So I do think you probably land Max Granville at this point. He's been to Oklahoma like 4 or 5 times, I think, at this point.
I can see that. Tanya, thank you so much for the donation, the $5. We appreciate the love. We really appreciate it. Thank you always for showing love and coming by. Reggie Powers Jr. is in here.
What's up?
What up, Reggie? This dude, hey, man, I done heard the numbers this dude did in camp. We going to talk about that on the other side, but we going to talk about it. This is a player that y'all need to make sure y'all pay attention to. But no, watching this film, yeah, I'm hardcore sold on what we could potentially get out of Granville.
He's just explosive. He's strong. He has no. I mean, when you go watch his film, he can easily move offensive linemen out of the way, right? Which tells you the kind of strength that he has, and being able to be as explosive as he is. Let's say he adds 15 more pounds and doesn't lose that explosiveness, doesn't lose the speed that he has. Oh my God, this guy is going to be an absolute monster on the defensive line for Oklahoma. So
that's true. I was thinking Reggie Powers, Mr. Powers, you're right. I forgot. Reggie is the third. Your kid's a monster. And yeah, we gonna talk about it. Thank you. My bad. I forgot. He is the third. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Next kid though. Real talk. Next kid though. This one. Christian Jones moved to the linebacker spot, right? Out of Nebraska, 6'3", 220 is what he's listed at. And I know that I've been seeing some reports, man. Oklahoma is high on them, and they're working them. Actually, Wilfong dropped an article today. It's like it's free to everybody. Or actually one of the VIPs and talk about some of the experience. And it sounds like Christian Jones really enjoyed himself on his visit. I know that you've been trying to get communication with him, PG. I think he's one of those players that, man, he could be a game changer. And Coach Alley is already out there making an impact, man. It sounds like he's being influential to some of these recruits.
Yeah. Now, he's coming on the pod. We're trying to work out the details, so we're gonna get him on to because I wanted to get a linebacker on for you all to specifically talk about Zach Alley, and so that you guys can get a feel for who he is, because he's so new and we haven't really been able to see what he's done on the recruiting trail. So this was a good one. Now, Christian Jones, he doesn't want to commit anywhere until the end of his senior season. He